Hello, family and friends. Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faith. Where we encourage us to live our lives and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth because it is our lives. And personally, I encourage you to enjoy your life wherever you are. It is your damn life. It does not belong to any God. It is not a gift given to you by anyone or anything. It is you, your life. You are not a spirit having a soul and living in a body. You are body. There's no spirit, there's no soul, and that body is powerful. Okay, today I'm sharing with us what I titled Bond Women Everywhere. Bond woman, married woman, bond woman, woman in slavery, bond woman. Every woman is bond woman, married or not. And I'm here to share with us once again. I've been doing this for years now, trying to provoke our women or women everywhere to wake up, you know, and free themselves. Because men will never free women. No matter how you think that man will do what you want, you can influence that man. No. The system in which the man have dominion over woman, man will not allow the woman to have to come to his level or be above him. Some may try to make the woman to come to their level, but no, 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 no. Nwoke nwaanyị na-enye nri. See you, woman, a woman is feeding you. Oh, so when a man feed a woman, it's okay. But when a woman feed a man, no, no, it's a taboo. And that man is weakling. No, no, that man has sold his pride. Listen, I want you to know that when you're talking about women, you are talking also about black people. You are talking about Africans. It is the same thing that is holding them down. I want you to know that before those evil strangers invaded us and enslaved us, they first enslaved their women. In fact, they were eating their women as meat too. Their women were treated like bullshit. If you watch their old movies, you will agree with me. Even if you, no, don't worry, what are you saying? Marriage is not African thing. In the antiquity, in the ancient times, Africans never subdued women. Women are not placed under men. Africans have no kings and queens. We have no gods and goddesses. All we had was ourselves. And we were building together, not leaving the women at home and men going to work. Mm-mm. It is the slavery system that most of us are in, and we like it that way. Even though we claim to be awakened or woke, we don't want to get to that level. No, don't touch that area. The same attitude we have towards gay people. Listen, most of the things we are against in this world are things spirituality and religion taught us. They have nothing to do with nature itself. It's a shameful thing. So, as I always do, take us to where they made it known to us. Although many of us think now they're taking it out of context. It's not like that. You don't understand. Oh, you're not that much educated. You're not a scholar. Who are you to say that? Who are you to mention? What authority do you have? I am not under any authority, and it's a shame for you to be under authority if you're a man or a woman. And the system we have today is the system that put us under authority by force because it's a slavery system. Yes, as we speak, the government we have today, the institutions we have today, all of them are slavery institutions, slavery things, all of them from A to Z. Nigerians will say from A to Z. Welcome to Bible study. Bond women everywhere, and many bond women like their bondage. They will rather kill you than leave that bondage. They see you as somebody who have come to deceive them instead of them leaving that bondage. But I still stand that no condition is permanent. Our slavery condition is not permanent. Women's slavery is not permanent. African slavery is not permanent. We are rising. We will get there. I see you when we get there. When we get there. Genesis chapter 21, verse 10. You can also read the same thing in Galatians chapter 4, verse 30, right? But Genesis 21, verse 10. Like I put my glasses. It makes me look better. See, I look my age now, right? If I remove it, you think I'm in my 30s. But when I put it on, you know I'm in my 50s. Onye wewe ọgba ọkụ n'ogu na-aga ebe m na-aga. Genesis chapter 21. Wow, science. Thank you, science. I put this on, the whole everything like, wow, wow. And I got these glasses from Obamacare. For those black people that are still stupid and saying that, how did Obama do for black people? Obama was not black people president. He was American president. Upon all the obstruction that Republicans parties kick or shoot at him, he still managed to do at least Obamacare. Even when Trump came in, he disrespected Obama, destroyed everything Obama built. That's why when COVID-19 came, he could not handle it as Obama handled Ebola. They won't tell you that part. And I want you to know that all these white supremacists, all these Trumpers, they know that black people outside Africa outside America influences, or black people in Africa influences black people in America, their relations or their relatives that are in America, like those Nigerians in America, their family members in Nigeria is influencing them here, praying for them, telling them what to do. Imagine somebody living in America is taking advice from somebody living in Nigeria. Sometimes they say it's because that person is an elder or religious sake or traditional bullshit. Onye nje nke onye isi awọ ihe ama, if you are living in America, automatically you're supposed to be smarter than somebody living in Africa. And you know why? Because of the system. You have tools they don't have. Not that you are naturally smarter than them, no. Because you have traveled, they have not traveled. You know better than them. There are things I learned in America that all my adult years in Africa, nobody ever told me that. I don't know what is Berlin Conference. All my years in Africa, I never had it. It's when I came to America. I used to think that white people are greater than us, bullshit, until I came to America. I begin to see who they are and what they do, that they are wicked, that the source of all evil in this world, whether you call them Arabs or Europeans. Let's go. Therefore, she said to Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son. This is a woman telling a man to cast out her fellow woman and her son. And this type of woman is called Sarah today in religion places, in spiritual places, because it favors them. They want you to, or they want their men to keep attacking those women that is not favored. Oh, you are not married. I'm married. So therefore, I'm better than you. No, you're not. You're a slave. It's better to be unmarried than to marry. Because when you marry, you are saying, I like my slavery. That's why they call you bondwoman in their book. Say a woman that is married is bound by the law. But the woman that is not married is free. But the woman that is not married also in their book is not free from her father's influence. Read Numbers chapter 30. Read it very well. We tell you that no woman is free, married or not married. Your pastors may not know about Numbers 30, or he misinterpret it or go other way, telling you bullshit you want to hear. Therefore, Sarah said to Abraham, cast out Hagar, this bondwoman, and her son. Think about it. Yeah, I'm against abortion. I'm against abortion. But you don't care about your fellow woman. You don't care about your fellow woman and her son. All you know is yourself. No abortion, I have my own child. No other woman should have abortion. Every woman must born their child, their baby. No. Abortion. Read, I think, Leviticus chapter 25 and tell me you believe in God and you are against abortion. And I will tell you you are stupid. In fact, if you believe in God, all that thing you call your morality, all of them are evil. And everything you are against, they are nice. Africans, I want you to know, everything spirituality and religion tell you is evil. It's not evil. And everything they tell you is nice for you is not nice for you. Everything, flip it. And that's what we must do. Stop playing all the I pity, you pity them and all that. Berlin Conference was where the Europeans divided Africa for easy exploitation. Of course, I agree with you. Oh, you're right, only Mazi Onyebona. Okay, no, it's been there. I think I've been seeing it. Welcome. Cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, namely with Isaac. This is still the same mentality you see our women having in Africa to date. They tell them polygamy is evil, although Africans never practice polygamy. Africans practice polygyny after they force marriage on us. Because Africans stand for balance. African never put man over woman. So when they came, okay, now how are you telling me to be with? I've been sleeping with different women, which is natural thing we do, and a woman sleeping with different men, which is natural things to do. It's natural. If you don't want to learn it from me, learn it from animals. Since you don't want to even listen to yourself, because yourself will tell you are not a man of one woman. That's why, though you are with a woman or though you have a woman, you see another woman, it's like a woman saying, my husband is faithful or my man is faithful. You are stupid. A man is not born to be faithful. A woman is not born to be faithful. Faithfulness is for slaves. We live on fairness. The way you treat me is the way I will treat you. You're coming to kill me, I will kill you, but we don't kill. Africans, we aren't killing one another unless maybe what we want to eat, and we weren't eating human being. Even if we are eating it, it's not a bad thing, it's meat. We are meat. You say you will not eat human being, animals, we eat it, and you eat animals too. They didn't tell you are a meat. They quickly tell you are a spirit. You are a meat. You can prove that one. You say you don't. Go look for any zoo where they have a lion, like lion, all those animals that eat meat. Go there and have fellowship with them. Preach to them as Jesus said. Tell them how you doing, man. I'm here to convert you so that we can go to heaven. I read my Bible. It's only lamb. And it's only lamb that is in heaven. We need lions. We need other animals. What sin did you guys committed that you cannot make it to heaven? Your name are not found in the book of life. It's not found in heaven. It's only the lamb they found. Oh, man. Our women still having that mentality. It's only me and you. You will never marry another woman. If you want to marry another woman, you seek my permission. Imagine a slave telling the slave master how to run his own family. Subjugation of women. Bond women everywhere. Cast the bond woman and their son away. The son of the bond woman will never share inheritance with my son. Although the son of the bond woman is older than her own son. Injustice in their word of God. Hagar, the Egyptian mother of Ishmael. Abraham had no breakthrough to have a child. Let me speak like pastors today. Abraham had no God's favor to have a child until Ishmael came. The Egyptians opened the door. Abraham was poor until he went to Egypt. He came out rich. Every time they went to Egypt, they came out better. We taught them everything they know. They turn against us and enslave us. See us today. Who puts women under men? The answer is very simple. You know, there is no God. It's not any God. When you say there is God, you're saying there is evil men. Evil men are the God that wrote God for us, or gave God to us, or forced God on us. That's why the father of theism, the father of one God, it was a Pharaoh, not Africans. Pharaohs were not Africans, they were invaders. Africans had no pharaohs, we had no kings. And you see what they tell you, that Pharaoh is the house. That's what they say it means, right? Because Africans were living as like household. Then they run themselves, and as a community, they have the most elderly person representing them in the community. So after the meeting in the community, he goes to them. He's called kinsman. Before this family bullshit we having today, that's why all the family disintegrating. It was so until these evil men came and tell us that we must put women under men, that men are stronger. That's why. You say men are stronger, so there's no woman that can beat you up. I mean, you are age mate. Even when you were growing up, you know, there are some of women who are your age mate, we say they have single bone in those days. We use it to deceive ourselves. You know, they can beat you. And the reason why most women seem to be weak to you is because even their own mother subjugated and tell them, no, you are weak, don't be like a man, don't fight, don't do that. Man, woman cannot do this, it's only man. You see boys climbing the trees, girl, don't come down, you are not a boy, come on, come down. But you grow up saying it's natural. That is not. They train you wrongly. Your parents, yeah, your spiritual parents, your religious parents. I partially taught my daughter so, but I'm happy. You know, I left, and I've been with every time we talk. Last night, the same thing. I keep telling her, you know, like now, I'm telling her, please focus on herbs. Help yourself. Don't help listen to anyone. Yeah, you can listen, but don't do, you make your decision. That's what I mean. I don't mean don't hear what people are. You can hear, but you make your decision. Follow what works for you. Put yourself first, not any god or any woman or any man. So it was evil men that put women under men. It is not any god, and we're still suffering it today because those evil men keep recruiting other men to keep the fire burning, the fire of slavery, subjugating women under men. But if you read their Bible very well, you will see that when it started, in the beginning, it said that God created the male and the female at the same time, not Adam and Eve. He said male and female created he then. Then it was in chapter 2, they tell you now, okay, God first made man and made the man to sleep. And that's after he found out, he said, the man was fucking animals, but they don't look like him. Okay, let me make a helpmate for him from the rib. Can't you think? A God that created man, you know, without using any rib or anything, only the earth. Now I want to create woman. He couldn't do that. And he tell you he did it from the man's rib. Subjugation, subjugation, subjugation of women. But you know, naturally, it's not true. Man and woman came through one another. We carried one another. That's why we should live together. I made that post about three things that keep a wife in marriage, that's in bondage, according to the Bible: food, clothing, and marital rights. That's the three things that they used to keep women in bondage. And one time I made a video about that too. I say two things: is provision and the ownership. The reason why you see a man being with a woman, because the man, claim ownership of the woman. That's why we pay bride price. Then must be providing for the woman, so that woman will not go after another man. And I told you there's in that video too, that now if you are providing for a woman and she remain only for you, right? But if she have anything with another man, then it lessens your burden of providing for her. Because the purpose of the provision is to maintain your ownership of her. You see that? That's why the man must provide. Who said that? Nature has no such law. Life has no such law that a man must provide for a woman. No. That's why you see women today, marry me, I will be the mother of your children. No. Children don't belong to any man or to any woman. It belongs to two people that have them. And children are not your slaves. They don't belong to you. Sorry that I use that word, but what I mean is this: is two of you that came together and have those children, and you don't have those children to be your slaves. You have them to continue living just the way you are living. You have your own life to live. Those children have their own life to live. But it's still the slavery mentality that make you think they are my children. This is how I want them to live. If you don't do the way I want, I will disown you, and you will not inherit anything from me. Wickedness. And many of us are living in that wickedness while saying we are against wickedness. If you say you have children, they are your own, or you have wife and she is your own, you are part of wickedness we are talking about. He says, no, dude, did nature tell you to marry? Did nature tell you that somebody have to marry you? No. It is evil people that made up that. As Mazi say, of course, they call women weaker vessels and men weak vessels. Then God is not weak. You see, that's why they tell you, after God, it is man. Then after man, it is woman. But when you come to America, it's not like that. In fact, man is the last. Even dog is more valuable than man in America. The top, they put God. Then after God is children. After children is women. After women is dog. After dog is men. You say it's not true. I'm an American citizen. I've been in America 20 years now, right? Okay, so you think you are smarter than me? That's your business. But listen to me and see how I live my life. And tell me if you are better than me. Then we will call results. Yeah. So let me continue. What keeps women under men? The same thing. Remember, all these things is applicable to men, to black people also. Black people, I didn't say black men. Black people, Africans everywhere. The same thing is applicable to them. Of course, children are not gifts from any God. Children comes via sex, period. Let's say it. Get a higher, man. Get a block. I found out that if Facebook block you, after they unblock you, you continue on certain things, they will not block you anymore. Maybe they restrict people viewing you and all that. But I don't care, because all I'm doing is like dumping information out there. I don't know who it will help and when it will help people, because I put myself in that shoes. One of the things that helped me when I was doing my studies and researches is old books that their writer or their authors have die and go long ago. I don't like using that. You come on. What will I say? Okay, they slept a long time ago. That's better. But because his book, I went to bookshop, I bought them. I saw they're old and they are cheap because they're old. But that's where I gain most knowledge that have been helping me tomorrow. What keeps women, what keeps black people under? What keeps women under men? Come on, say war. Three things. So the first one is war. Three things that keeps women under men. War, war, war. And every war is in the name of God, making sure that evil slavery system decreed in the name of God remain intact. Deuteronomy chapter 20. Bible study, our pastor will not teach you all these things because you know the day he teach you that you will leave the church or you begin to be absent, then they start coming to you again. Why you didn't come to the service yesterday, sister? Oh, the Lord moved mightily. You are not there. If the Lord moved mightily, why he couldn't move to her house or to his house? He only was limited in the church. He cannot move out of the church. You are going to keep moving in that spot you call altar in your church. Bullshit. Deuteronomy 20, 13 and 14 say, and when the Lord your God, you see it, the, God must come first. Everything you see evil, look at it. At the foundation of that evil, there is God. At the root of that evil, that problem, there is God here. And when the Lord your God delivers it into your hand as people's land, you shall strike every male in it with the edge of the sword. Think, this is the word of God. But the women, the little ones, the livestock, and all that is in the city, all is spoiled. You shall plunder for yourself, and you shall eat the enemy's plunder, which the Lord your God gives you. They not only subjugated, they ate women. I told you they were eating their women. He gave them even women and the children as their plunder. He said, go and eat them. Cannibalism, is it not the same thing they continue in the New Testament, calling it the body of Christ and the blood of Jesus? The same thing they are doing. That's why they tell you that women are weaker than men. Stay under. No, women are not weaker than men. Men are not weak. Do you hear what I just said? Because they also subjugated the men, under God. No, that's why your father will tell you, there is God. Don't say there is no God. Whoa. Because he's living in that fear. Bad thing may happen to him for saying there is no God. They use war. He said, when the Lord their God delivered them into your hand, kill all the male. War. You haven't had people tell you that let us let women rule. Men have been ruling us and the war everywhere. War. How did they brought war? Alexander the Greek. I told you it were not leadership was never for young people. Young people were for war, like fighting against all the animal coming to eat our crop, or maybe if somebody did something in the town. Elderly people cannot rush like that and have strength to do certain things. Is the younger ones they send, and it's those younger ones that white people came and removed our elders and made them king and chiefs. That's how we have kings and chiefs today. They were not African things. Never. Abachosa Goma. War! And that's why, like in America, you see the Trump supporters, because they're against women. Women freedom to have abortion or reproductive control themselves. They say no, women cannot do that. It is men that have the right to tell women how to live, what to do. But let me tell you, the reason why they started all this anti-abortion is because they practice incest. That's how is their book. They tell you through Adam and Eve, all the world was populated. You believe that? That's white people. They impregnate their daughters, they impregnate their cousins, they impregnate their sisters, they impregnate their daughter-in-laws. Didn't you hear Trump tell you that her daughter is sexy, right? The way he talk about her, he said if it's not that she's her daughter, who? That's the type of woman she will go. And they cheer for him. Stupid word. because he is the face of white supremacy and they don't want to let go their grip on power. That's why they're against like Joe Biden and whoever is not supporting Trump. Remember, originally they were against Trump, but they found out the base of their party is supporting Trump. If you don't support the base, you will not win even primary, talk less of winning the main election. So they say, okay, let us go now. If this guy tell them don't vote now, they will not vote. Democrats will continue having power. But the world has changed. White people are no longer in majority in America, and they fear that. That's why they want Trump. A majority of you think it's just a mere politics. Imagine before, Republicans will never allow anybody that stole even a pen to run for any political office. Today, somebody convicted of 34 criminal charges is running for president in their party. They are God fearing, you know. Don't you hear him say he's the Messiah? He's the chosen. They chose him. Oh, they didn't tell you that after Biden dropped out, one pastor, you know, praised him, a Republican pastor. They fired him. So when they see the backlash, they say, no, we're not firing you no more. I save it. I will share it. Majority of you don't know what is going on. If it is not America or Nigeria, where I know I have my citizenship, I will never talk about them. I will only talk based on what is going on. See what happened. Okay, what caused that? That's general talk. But I will never waste my time discussing American politics with somebody living in Africa and who is not American citizen. Why should I discuss that with you? Talk about the government of your own country. What are you doing about it? No, you are waiting for white people to come and do it for you. Then when they work, you say, thank God, they work. You see, we are. They will never end the war. You think they will end the war? Keep joking. You are building for them, right? Keep building. Anytime you say, okay, I build now, they will just come bomb, boom. Do you have weapons? No, you don't have weapons. You are a noisemaker. The second thing that keeps women under men is the government. Corrupt politicians. They use royal laws and order, laws of the land, law of nature, which they made up all those laws to keep women under. And many women think, okay, that's how it's supposed to be. It's not. The Esther chapter 1. Oh, Esther. I used to devour these books, man. Esther chapter 1. I will read 15 to 20. I will not read the whole thing, but you know the story of Esther in the Bible, right? But before Esther, there was Queen Vashti. So Queen Vashti, king one day was throwing his own party. Queen Vashti also was throwing her own party. So if you say that, you know, we are not living in bondage, or marriage is not slavery, that a woman is not, a wife is not a slavery. Let me show you now, again from their book, that a woman, whether you call her queen or wife, is a slave to man. Okay, so the king ordered the queen to come and join him in the party. The queen, I'm doing my own, no, I'm not coming. It's common sense. I'm having my own party. You're having your own party. You want me to leave my own party to come for your own, to show you have superior, you are superior over me, you have dominion over me. She refused. So what happened? Then the king summoned all his people. You know, all of them are men. Just like in Saudi Arabia, it's men determining what women will do. I think women are beginning to come up there little by little. Let's see. He said, what shall we do to Queen Vashti according to the law? You see what they said? What shall we do to Queen Vashti according to the law? They don't care about her life. They care about the law, not her. They put the law over her, but not over themselves. What shall we do to Queen Vashti according to the law? Because she did not obey the command of King Ahasuerus brought to her by the eunuchs. And Memucan answered before the king and the princess, Queen Vashti has not only wronged the king, but also all the princes. and all the people who are in all the provinces of the king. For the queen's behavior will become known to all women. Listen, for the queen's behavior will become known to all women, so that they will despise their husbands in their eyes when they report. King Ahasuerus commanded Queen Vashti to be brought in before him, but she did not come. See, so when they get that report, that if the queen cannot obey the king, who am I to obey you, man? Who am I to obey you, pious? Papa Ifeanyi, who am I to obey you? You telling me do this? Am I not human being like you? I'm not a fellow human being. Yeah, I'm your wife, but no, you are a slave. If you're a wife, that's why he's ordering you to come, whether you like it or not. Slaves don't have options. This very day, the noble ladies of Persia and Media will say to all the king's officials that they have heard of the behavior of the queen. Thus, there will be excessive contempt and wrath. Listen, if it pleases the king, let a royal decree, not natural decree, let a royal decree go out from him, and let it be recorded in the laws of the Persian and the Medes, so that it will not be altered, that Vashti shall come no more before King Ahasuerus. And let the king give her royal position to another who is better than she. Divorce and remarry. It's in their book, but they will skip that one. When the king's decree, which he will make, is proclaimed throughout all his empire, for it is great, all wives, come on, slaves, all slaves will honor their masters, husbands, both great and small. Both great woman and small woman, both honorable woman and dishonorable woman, all of them must obey. So they use the government to subjugate women. The laws they scripted, they wrote it in law. The man is the head, the woman is the weaker vessel. Nonsense. The third thing that they use to keep women under men is belief system, spirituality, and religions. They use them to keep women under. Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. Tell me you don't know it. Huh? Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. He said to the woman, God said, I will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. If you are a woman and you read this type of thing, why are you not hating that God? Why are you not rejecting that God? Stockholm syndrome. Oh Lord, God loves me so much. God loves you so much that he said he will greatly multiply your sorrow and your conception. Yeah, your period and your childbirth. Or conception, no. When you conceive. Oh, I'm having pain. It's not any God that's doing it. Your period, menstrual pain, what do you call it? The pain women have when they have a period. It's not any cause of God. It's not from it. It's natural thing. Pain is a natural thing. Where there is no pain, there is no life. Where there is life, there is pain. When you hit against hard objects, you will feel the pain. It's not a sickness. It's not a disease. In pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. They use belief systems to subjugate women. If you go to spirituality, they tell you that, there's a certain time woman cannot go to that stream. There's a woman in her period cannot go there. Religion now, Catholic Church. People are still waiting for Catholic Church to start ordaining women priests. Will they do that? Let's wait. Of course. When gay people take over again, they will say, okay, everybody flee now. They'll hide them for now. Also, when you read 1 Timothy chapter 2, let's read it. 1 Timothy chapter 2. Women under men is evil. It's slavery system. We don't need it at all. 9 to 15. It says, in like manner also that the women adorn themselves in modest apparel with propriety, that self-control and moderation, self-control, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly clothing, but which is proper for women professing godliness with good works. Let a woman learn in silence with all submission. Are you listening? And I do not permit a woman to teach or to have authority over a man, but to be in silence. For Adam was formed first. For those of you that say, who come first? That's religious idea or spiritual idea. It's not natural. There's no first man, there's no first woman. You are the one coming out with the first because they wrote it for you. Oh, who come first? Africans never had in the beginning God created. There was God, man came first or woman come first. Oh, the hen and the egg. Which one came first? How about the cock? Hmm? Oh, he said, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived fell into transgression. It's a lie. The woman was never deceived. If you even read that place, she was not deceived. Her eyes was open. Your eye enlightenment is not a sin, but it's a sin to spirituality and religion. When you have knowledge, no, you are not allowed. It's belief system. No knowledge is needed, but belief. Nevertheless, she will be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith, love, and holiness with self-control. You see what they listed there, 1 Timothy chapter 2, 9 to 15. How women should dress. Men dictating for women how they should dress. They didn't write how men we should dress in the same place. No. It is women, written by men, ordered by men, telling women how to dress. That's why you see even some people that claim to be working. Why are you using a naked women picture? Oh, there's that stupid woman today that come and boss telling me that same bullshit. Oh, you are disrespecting black women. No, what disrespect women is marriage. What disrespect women is putting women under men. That's the worst thing that you can do to a woman. Being naked, you were born naked. There's nothing disrespectful about being naked. All of us, we are born naked. When you want to have sex, you go naked. If you don't go naked, you call it quick. You have to pull your pants and she pull up her skirt. You go quickie, boom, you're done. But you can't do it well dressed. Nature, there's no dressing in nature. Dressing signifies lie. Mask signify lie. You're hiding something. That's why they came up with that esoteric knowledge. Hiding the truth from people. Saying, no, it's for certain people. That's how they begin to create cult, religion, spirituality, all that. It belongs to. If you want to know what we know, come and join us. If you are not part of us, you don't know anything. You are worthy to be killed. Telling women how to dress. They say women must learn in full submission under men. Numbers 30. If you are not married, you're under your father. If you are married, you're under your husband. A woman is never free in every spiritual and religious system they made. A woman is not free in marriage. A woman is not free in their culture. A woman is not free in their tradition because men made all those things up. Okay, let's give women some space. Okay, take this one. They are underrepresented in every institution. You see how women fighting in America today for equal pay? This idiot you call Trump, have you ever heard what he said about women? Grabbing them by their pussy and all that? Yet you see women saying, women for Trump, women for Trump. Stockholm syndromes. And that's he's a strong man. No. Subjugating women doesn't make you strong, it makes you stupid. You're not supposed to subjugate women for any reason. There's no reason for you to do that, but they told you that women sin the first. That's why. No, we are not sinners. Women never sin, men never sin. It's religious people, spiritual people that made up that I've told you about a native brother that tell me hell existed, that he saw hell. I said, that's a lie. It does not exist. It exists. It doesn't. Where? Anybody that tell you heaven or hell exists, tell them, give me the physical address. I want to go there. You say, no, it's a spiritual world. Then don't tell me about it. I'm enjoying my physical world. That's all I would need. I don't need your spiritual eyes, your third eyes, your God giving. I don't need them. This one is enough. The older I get, it will close and I will be born again. I come out new again. Continue. That's why they want women to remain under men so that they can be learning in full submission under men. Who are you to talk? Even till today in Igbo land, if you want to discuss about marrying a woman, they say the mother cannot talk about it. They want to talk about land inheritance. No woman, even your mother, is not allowed. And we call it culture and tradition. But it's subjugation of women. That's why we are not doing well all over the world. I mean, all people, because they subjugated women everywhere. When you subjugate one part of you, it's capsided. You are no longer balanced. Women under men is like that. That's it. See? It's not balanced. But women and men, this is balance. See? And together, see? They stand together and do great things. Okay. So also, the women are not permitted to teach men because they don't see women as smart. Oh, sin has made you not smart. But I think he said that he was forced to sin and he gave to the man ate also. So both of them are supposed to be equal. Both of them are sinners. It doesn't matter who sinned first. If you sin, I sin, we are sinners, right? But we never sin. It's their religion subjugating us. That's how they make you believe you are a sinner in need of salvation from bullshit God. She must be quiet even on issues that solely concern her. That is evil. A woman must learn in silence. Be quiet, woman. Who asked you to talk, woman? Shut up. Go to the kitchen. Make me some sandwich. For those of you men that say, what are you saying? Like, I think two of us in our WhatsApp group, I made that post about women. I wanted to say it before I say it later. So let me say it now. So they be like, but when it comes to this marriage, but one of them, I think, is this Onyeka Nwalo. He said he's been following me for years. I said, I didn't respond yet because I don't want to respond. Such thing upset me because I know how many times I've spent hours talking on this. I have videos about them. I don't only make the live broadcast. I even go and download it and repost it again so that I share it on my other platform. So no, this area of marriage I disagree. The only thing, the starting point, he messed it up. When you want to learn something, you don't come and say I disagree with you, because that's like you're attacking the person or something like that. You can start with the question. Okay, you say so thing. How about that? You ask question. But when you come, you already condemn me and you want to hear from me. No, if you consider me a bad person, I will be wasting my time trying to prove to you that I'm not a bad person because you already concluded I'm a bad person. You can call it I'm arrogant but that's your business. But I spend hours talking. In fact, every time I'm speaking, you must hear me talk about men and women and how we're supposed to be treating one another. Marriage is not African thing. Africans were not practicing marriage until invaders came. They were living as a people. One time I even said, Google, you can say the people or tribe that culture that does not practice marriage. You can Google it, it's there. In this world, not every people practice marriage. Learn from animals. Are animals getting married? Are they not having children? It is the slavery mentality that make you, I own them. Oh, I own my children. My children, my children. You don't suppose, all you need to just be with your children until they grow up, they go out and begin to live their own life too. But no, they taught us this dominion. God created us and give us to make us to have dominion. We have dominion over the earth. Men have dominion over women. God have dominion over men. That is evil. We never practice marriage. We are living as a people. That's why they say, well, it was family, this family and this family. Some of you that met it like if you are of my age, those born maybe from 80s down, or even people born like 80, 85, or let me say from 1990, down, you must have witnessed that. The family of the man is the one that goes for that, not the man. The man don't even talk. It is the elder that represent the kinsmen that we talk, not even the man that came to marry or come to marry. But then the woman's family also will bring their own gift. We call it a duoyolo. In those days, like in my mother's case, they buy sewing machine. You must buy sewing machine. You know that Tinker box. That Tinker box. That's where they are. They also use it as bank. They hide the money under the. So they buy many things. They call it dowry. So the bride price is what the price man pay to have a woman. Then dowry is the one the family of the people. But African didn't have bride price and dowries. It's exchange of gifts. It's okay. We are accepted that we are one. And what do the woman's family call the man? Our son. What do the man's family call the woman? Our daughter. The only thing that the man do with her is to have sex. But other than that, she's a wife. I mean, she's a daughter to everyone in that family. Then when Christianity came in, they begin to say, our wife, our wife. You're a child of Abraham now. Why are you still following African stuff? But that's what they do. They use Christianity to mess up African stuff, change it in the way that today we thought that's our culture and tradition, but it's not. The present day culture and tradition we have in Africa have been messed up. It's not African original ways of doing things or living. Okay, so these are the things they use to subjugate women, saying that women also, she was first to sin. A woman become an abomination before God now. God refused to choose a woman to be among the Levitical priesthood. Jesus refused to choose a woman to be among his 12 apostles. But you still see women in Abrahamic religion saying, God is good, Jesus loves me. You see them go to the statue of Jesus crying. Women, mostly women, crying. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Catholic Church. They see women as unclean things, sinners more than men. I mean, what even some people believe that some tribe, some women from certain tribes, you can never trust them. They must sin. They are evil. Don't marry them. Revelation 14:4. Here, women become abomination. That if a man want to be closer to God, he must reject women. See, Apostle Paul, his anointing was so great because he was not married. But the other apostles married. You see, they didn't perform miracles like him. But they say it is God that works miracles. These are the ones who were not defiled with women, for they are virgin. These are the ones who follow the Lamb wherever he goes. These were redeemed from among men, being first fruits to God and to the Lamb. A woman is not found there. You woman, read Revelation 14:4. If you still against me, read their book or your book, Revelation 14:4. You have become an unclean thing before God, that if any man dare touch you or you touch any man, that man cannot make heaven. That's why in John chapter 20, when Jesus resurrected, the first person to see him was Mary Magdalene. But when Mary wanted to hold him, he said, oh, not. He said, woman, do not touch me, because I have not gone to our gay kingdom where God is praying. If a woman touch you, you can never make heaven, according to Bible. Revelation chapter 14, verse 4. They subjugated women And now they tell women, the only thing that can save you is faith, love, and holiness with self-control. I read it for you. 1 Timothy chapter 2, 9 to 15. That's why you see women serious in religion, in spirituality, because they want to be saved from this curse that God put on them. Only faith, love, and holiness. And faith, love, and holiness are chains that hold you down. Nwunye should tell you that we the Igbos never practice the what is nwunye and the nwunye? Yeah, give, right? Nwunye gị ọnwa ọkụkọ. Why you nwunye nwaanyị and nwunye nwoke? Do you hear what I'm saying? If you can marry out your daughter, you can also marry out your son. But if you cannot marry out your son as you marry out your daughter, then you are evil also. That's why I say I will never give my daughter's hand in marriage. If she comes and tell me, I'll say somebody that will marry me, blah, blah, I will no, I've been telling her, don't get married. I didn't say don't have children. If you want to have children, of course you can have children. You don't need marriage to have children. Learn it from the animals. You see the animals with their little ones. Did they attend their marriage? Did they attend their traditional marriage? Did they attend their church marriage? Are they married? But you still see the male animal providing for the mother animal that have a new baby. You see it. The mother will stay with the young ones. The male will go and bring and feed. That's how people are supposed to be living. You don't need marriage. You don't. But because one of us said that in that group, he said, this thing has been going on for many years. So for you to say it, that's why I am out. I was in it also. I was married, divorced, remarried again before I became woke. That's why I said I will never marry again. I can live with women, but I will not marry them. They will not be my wives. We will be partners. We'll be living together. Marriage is why you see two women killing each other, fighting one another. The son of the bondwoman will not share inheritance with my own son. I'm the free woman. I'm the first wife. I'm the most beautiful one. I'm the youngest one. Our husband loved me more than the rest of you. So Jude, please, I need you to help me with that. The word nwunye, or because last week I've been considering to share this message. I've been thinking of that nwunye. What is nwunye? So I see it is as a part of a Christianized word that we use in Igbo land. It's not our word, nwunye. Why is nwunye more? I think one time, was it you, Mazi Onyebo, that say it's like nwai? Yeah, nwai, she owned us. When they talk about like the woman is the mother, all that bullshit and all that, no. If you have Mother Nature, where is Father Nature? You cannot have Mother Nature without Father Nature. If you do, that is evil. So my people, this is what I decided to share with us to open our eyes, to know that it's not what they say we are that we are. We need to know ourselves and stop practicing this Stockholm syndrome, where we develop that positive feelings or great feelings and support of our captors, our enslavers, the people that enslave our ancestors. That ancestors you're talking about is us. There's nothing new. I'm telling you, your ancestors are not different from you. Your ancestors are not in any spiritual world. You are the ancestors we are talking about. It's time we stop living in this cult of Stockholm syndrome. That's why you see black people thinking white people are better than us, or they do anything better than us. They converted us. These people came with evil plans to defeat us and enslave us. Matthew 23:15, he said they crossed land and sea to convert us. And when they succeeded, we became more children of hell than them. Also, Luke 14:26 said that If you want to be his disciple, you must hate yourself and all your family members. You must be, for you to be on the Lord's side, you must hate yourself and hate all your family members. When I see you today playing game, no, I love the Lord and I love my family. You don't know what you're saying. That's against the word of God. The word of God is this: you must love God than your family. You can't love God and your family at the same time. No. You will lose. They say you put hands on the floor and look back. You are not qualified. If you say you love God and your family, or you love God and you love yourself, that is becoming Lord's wife. You become the what? Pillar of salt. Is that not what believers are? All of them are pillar of salt. Wine. No, wine don't means our child. Our child is I. You see, NWA space A A AYI. I. But if you say wine, like wine is woman in Igbo land, not our child. Wine is our child, right? Wine is our child. Wine is not our child. Wine is woman. At least I was getting more than 100% in Igbo language when I was in elementary school. No, I'm not joking, seriously. They always give me like A+. They give me like 100, they add something there. Like you get more. Okay, so I really want to get it because many things about us we don't know. They taught us away. So like on all this and why all that. We don't even know the root meaning or root word of it. They're just teaching us. All we know the root meaning is English words. You see me now, upon say I'm African, I'm speaking English. I'm using English to share things to my people because that's also the language they will understand. If it comes to our language, we are confused. Our language, we don't know it completely anymore. You can say "wa" in our language, it can mean different things in many ways. But before it used to be the sound we tell you what it means. Iko, iko. You see? Oko, oko. So high, low, or normal. Now, but today, most of us, all we know is English. And I blame ourselves, especially those educated ones who say they know how to write things. So why not like have school where they teach us about our languages in Africa? No matter how different our languages are in Africa, I'm telling you, they are one. If you listen to every languages in Africa, you will see the connection. Because they scatter us, that's why we are scattered. And the word scatter they scatter us is our brain. They scattered our brain. That even two brothers don't understand the same thing anymore. They have different thing entirely. This one going to this church, this one going to that church, this one going to this mosque, that one going to that mosque. So we need to know all these things. I think Mazi Ojebo also used to do that. Like when we're talking about death, onwu, and all that we don't die, we begin to dive in why our people say like onwu or labago, all those things. So we need to know our words. We know English word more than our words, just as we bear English name more than our name. Okay. Then 1 Corinthians chapter 16:22. He said that if any does not love the Lord, he said what? He said, let him be accursed. Don't you see it in a woman? Tell me about your mother. Tell me about your sister. Tell me about your aunt. Tell me about that woman you know growing up or around you as we speak. Look at black women in belief systems. Look at them and see how they exactly this. Even my mother cursed me in the name of her God. Had it been I am not above her God, it would have been what? Because curse will only work if you are in the same circle with them or accept what they say. Let me tell you another thing that happens to you, because if you don't understand this, that's why you will continue looking for people to interpret your dreams for you. It is your dream. Nobody else can interpret it. No God can interpret your dream. No man, no woman apart from you can interpret your dream because they didn't see what you saw. You are the only one that saw it. How many times have it happened to you? You think something will happen, but you just ignore it. Then that thing happen. Like you remember, okay, I'm supposed to go out with this bottle. You say, okay, later, I will let me pick up this thing. You went and picked that thing. Now you forgot because that time your brain tell you about it is when you're supposed to do it. But because you said, no, let me go take the other one. Now you are distracted. Then that thing happened. Hey, I thought that, hey, there was a time I wanted to take that key and put it in my pocket, but I forgot. Now I locked myself out. Has that not happened to you? Or have not now happened to you? Did I speak it well? Good English? Fuck that bit. You know what I'm saying, right? Those things are the things to tell you that there's nothing that is happening that will not first come to you. Because it's your thought. Your thought is everywhere. You see, your thought is the Satan. They tell you that goes everywhere, up and down in the whole earth. That's why you dream, vision, all that. It's not a spiritual anything. So that you begin to, how do you begin to teach yourself? Now then, next time when that thought comes, you just do that first. Because you may forget it or you may not. Another way you may not forget it is maybe you start saying it out. I will come for it, I will come for it. But if not, anything can distract you. Okay, another sound somewhere, boom, you forget it. You come back, you forget that. Sometimes you say you want to put certain lipstick and all that, but you forget because when you're supposed to do it, you ignore it and do another thing, then now you forget. It's not the devil making you to forget it. No. You are alive. You need to know that your life is one with the universe. Anything that will happen to you later, you can know about it today. But we were taught a way, especially fear, is making us to forget, not know ourselves, or not even to remember the dream we had. You can live without those dreams, you can live without those visions. They are useless unless you decided to walk them to come to reality. Remember, they tell you that the salvation of the Lord is free. But at the same time, tell you what, work out your own salvation. If God has given you your own salvation, it's supposed to be permanent. For whatever the Lord does, it shall be permanent, right? Okay. So, but why are they telling you again to work out your own salvation? As if you are not saved yet. If you are saved, you are saved. If you are a man, you are a man. For those of you that are against transgenders and all that, why are you doing trans? You, uncle. You that say you are born again is transgender too. You that say you are a child of God is trans too. You are not what I've heard of dream walking. Dream doesn't work unless you walk. You are the one that will walk it. You can't dream anything now come to pass unless that thing already happened somewhere. It's like telling me that I dreamed that I invented TV remote. We know TV remote is already involved, so maybe you bring another one, but it's already there. So understand, those your thoughts is all your thoughts is everywhere. It's your life. It's everywhere. You cannot die. You are the omnipotent. You are the omnipresent. You are the omniscient they are talking about. But they use fear and faith to limit you from your potentials. I told you this some years back that all that God concept or this spirituality or religion need from you is to use your potentials. Without you doing anything, they are useless. If you don't talk about God, God cannot talk anything. If you don't say this is the word of God, God cannot talk anything. You are the one saying it. He said dream walking means entering someone's dream. You can, whatever you call it, that's you that say, but the can he put food on your table? Can he solve any of your problem? We use it to solve your problem. If your visions, dream, and revelations cannot solve your problem, discard them. The one that can solve your problem, don't do it. Let's see. So I've seen people fighting over all these things. They are simple. Whether you say you believe in God or not, on this God or that God, what has that God done for you? What can that God do for us? If your God cannot work for us, we don't need your God. If your God is real to you but not real to me, I don't need your God. It is your God. I don't have one. You are the one that have one, so demonstrate it. If I don't have one, I don't have anything to demonstrate. If I don't have a child, I don't have any child to feed. If you have a child, feed your child. Do you understand what I'm saying? But when you go to people to interpret these things, it's your life. When you have that dream, you are the only one that saw it. When that thought came, you are the only one that know it. So you're the one that have the power to determine what to do with those thoughts. The thoughts tell you, remember you're supposed to go to work with this water. Okay, now you ignore the thoughts, right? Say, don't worry, I will remember. Instead of you to bring it out and put it somewhere closer to the last thing or one of the things you must go to work with. You say later. I've had somebody, the wise man say that. I don't want to say his name, but he said that a piece of pencil, a small pencil like this, is greater than your memory. You say, oh no, I will retain it in my memory. Don't worry, I will remember. Write it down. Write it down. It's not a spiritual thing. Write it down. It's not from any God, right? If you don't write it down, you will forget it. Does it mean it will not come back again? No, it will come. It will keep coming until you get it. Because it is part of you. It's not from any other being. It is your thought. And it's always with you. It is you. You have had people tell you it's thought life or mental or that. It's not spiritual. It's not religious. It's not mysterious. There's nothing mystery or mysterious in nature. Everything is bare. The main thing is some evil people begin to hide it. Esoteric knowledge, hidden. Our cult, our club, our members, our membership, our group, our that, dividing us. Our country, our continent. Our Africans didn't have boundaries until these evil people came. What were boundaries in Africa? River. Okay, people living over there and people living over here. Not building wall against your brother will be running from danger. You are building wall, lock your gate. You cannot come even to your house anymore and get killed according to their term. So look at the women in belief system and tell me. But the last thing I will say in this, woman, free yourself. Stop waiting for anyone to come and free you. God cannot free you. Jesus cannot free you. Prayer cannot free you. Men cannot free you. Your fellow women cannot even free you. You free yourself. Woman, free yourself. God